Hello, my name is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper, here with an update for March 17th, 2021, St. Patrick's Day, where the three topics I'm going to touch on today all have to do with green of a more financial nature. To begin, the Associated Press said that the Treasury Department has sent out more than 90 million, with an M, economic impact payments totaling 242 billion, with a B, since President Joe Biden signed a 1.9 trillion, with a T, pandemic relief plan last week. The bulk of the payments that have come out thus far were made by the IRS as direct deposits, though it is also, the Treasury Department has also mailed out roughly 150,000 checks worth about 442 million, with an M again. The processing of the payments began on Friday, the day after the American Rescue Plan was signed. It is authorizing direct payments up to $1,400 to qualifying individuals. The Treasury Department noted that the first batch of payments went to eligible taxpayers who provided direct deposit information on their 2019 or 2020 tax returns. The most recent payments follow previous stimulus checks or payments. It started with $1,200 in the first round last spring, and another $600 in a round of payments approved by Congress in December. Now, the American Rescue Plan also changed some parts of the tax law. It excluded about $10,000 worth of unemployment benefits to those in a certain tax range. It provided additional, larger tax credits for those with children. And if you're one of many people who are having difficulties keeping up and going, so what do I owe now? You're not alone, because the IRS is also having that difficulty. The Internal Revenue Service announced that it's delaying the traditional tax filing deadline, moving it from April 15th until May 17th. Additional guidance is supposed to be coming in the next couple of days. But quoting the IRS Commissioner, Chuck Rettig, the IRS wants to do everything possible to help taxpayers navigate the unusual circumstances related to the pandemic while also working on important tax administration responsibilities. End quote. It's still up to individuals to decide when you're going to file and, if necessary, pay taxes. Though, with this extension, the IRS said that those who owe money would not face any additional penalties or interest if they pay by May 17th. And if you think you need additional time for that, they can also request an extension until October 15th, though the government may or may not grant that. So, if you haven't filed your taxes yet, you weren't necessarily procrastinating. You were just operating under a deadline that it was not yet officially announced. And if you can say that with a straight face, you're a better person than I. The Internal Revenue Service does note that it still urges people to file as soon as possible, particularly those who are owed refunds. And then, just one story that I'll admit I missed last week by Josh Boak, also the Associated Press. Just looking at another way of putting the stimulus package into context. The headline is, Pay Suspending for Pandemic Aid? Try 43,000 every second. Dateline Baltimore. To pay out his coronavirus relief package, President Joe Biden must spend an average of $3.7 billion every day for the rest of the year. That's 43,000 every second of every day until midnight chimes on 2022. For the amount of time that readers took to read the sentence, Biden needs to disperse nearly $800,000 to stay on track. Going on to say that's according to Congressional Budget Office estimates. And even then, it expects that there will be plenty of the $1.9 trillion to spend in later years as the as a vaccinated country battles back to economic health. That's just an idea of that. I mean, for those who have a metronome or just have that internal sense of timing, the idea that it's about $43,000 every second. When we're talking about trillions with a T, even more so, I'll admit, I personally have a hard time visualizing hundreds of thousands, because I don't have access or use of that much on a regular basis, let alone millions, billions, trillions. It's quite a bit of money. It remains to be seen what that will do. There are some people who have expressed concerns about whether or not this could lead to inflation, which reduces the amount of bang for your buck when it comes to spending, or whether, as an alternative, one of the arguments is that you don't turn off the water for relief just because the fire's mostly out. Everybody, from what I've seen, both sides of the political aisle want things to get back to normal, want people to get back on their feet, want us to get back to our roaring economy. There are always going to be differences in opinion on what the best tactics are to do so. Now that the law has been passed and the money's starting to go out, check your bank account. You might be surprised. You may have gotten some money on Friday that you didn't know about it. Hopefully, if you did get that, you haven't spent it already. Anyway, so hope you've had a safe, happy St. Patrick's Day. This is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner, wishing you a good day and a safe tomorrow. Bye.